Okay, so good morning, everyone. I am Sapphire Obi, the CEO of Miss Africa Golden, and today we are here to celebrate um, the grand projection and promotion of our Black heritage as Africans. So, Africa is experiencing an extinction in her culture. And the truth of the matter is that Mother is looking for worthy people who are ready to break barriers. So for me, pageantry is not about wearing beautiful clothes, with high cheekbones and shoulders walking, and walking on the runway for the world to see your beauty. For me, it's about breaking barriers, it's about achieving great feats, breaking new horizon, and giving your world a certain brilliance that hasn't been seen. So for us, it's cultural projection, it's cultural exchange. We bring young women who understand what we're trying to promote. I tell my South African baby, the spirit of Ubuntu, promoting the spirit of Africa, as it were, which is going into extinction because our young women are embracing the globalization agenda. Everybody wants to look like the white man. Okay, you see young women coming to the Miss Africa Golden brand and then competing, and they win a crown, and they are not impressed. They want more. They want to stand beside the white skinned girl and compete before they can feel complete. I frown at seeing black girls get to top 20 in some well established international platforms, and they are so happy. Why are you feeling less than yourself? So I am Sapphire Obi, one woman that believes that I am as good as the white woman. I got bigger brains because Africa is mother. Every human being that is existing on the face of the universe, on the face of the earth, has the DNA of the mother, the melanin in their genetic structure, meaning that Africa is the mother of the Mongoloids and the Caucasoids. All right. So because your mother, every other race that is existing is like a child. Okay. And what baffles me is the fact that we are as seen the mother, but we have not been able to develop to be able to meet up to standard. But all of the time, we see ourselves less, we want to do less, of ourselves. So this platform for me is to project who we are and tell you that you're enough. Your blackness is enough. Your beauty is enough. The essence of who you are is enough. And then when you see a white skin, tell her that you are even far greater than she is. Because I mean, a child cannot grow bigger than the mother. So for me, this is a course. For me, this is more of, I'll use the word ministry as it were, because this is not something that I'm willing to stop. A lot of my vice president, who is a half German, half European, said to me, "Oh, Sapphire, oh no, you can't do this. Go to Benin, go to Ghana." I said, "No, I'm not gonna do that. Even if it's one girl, she will come, and the whole world is going to see her being celebrated." Because she came, and I'm going to give her the golden crown, and I'm good to go with it. My own is to make sure that for every year, mother is being celebrated. So we don't really care, and akukwa keba. So we, so we do not really care. All right, the number of girls that are there to celebrate culture, but for us, it's the heart, the passion, the soul, the energy that you put into this celebration. So this is why we're here to celebrate culture and culture in its entirety. Thank you.
We've been part of Miss African Golden for a number of years now, 5, 6 years running.
I'm loving that.
As I always tell people who care to listen, Miss African Golden is a family thing for us. So it's not a question of how long we are going to be involved, it's how far we are going to take the brand. So we are partnering for as long as the wheels stay on. So now, the key question here is how we see cryptocurrency empowering African women. Okay, so first of all, we're talking about globalization now, and you may have heard that cryptocurrency is the future of money. So we recently had where Donald Trump was talking about America, you know, going all out for cryptocurrency and all of that. So it means that if America, which is the world power, is adopting cryptocurrency, it means the rest of the world would have to follow. And so now it's like an opportunity for the African, women to begin to, jump on the bandwagon, obviously. And it's a good thing because Miss African Golden and, of course, the Boss FS, we are partnering together to ensure that that happens. And as you probably already know, only very few women, I can't even think of anyone right now, a female cryptocurrency African pioneer out there. I can't think of any. So we're looking to collaborate with the brand to see that maybe the winner or one of you is going to champion that cause. Maybe when you go back to your country, you're going to be like a pioneer, somebody who understands cryptocurrency and is able to empower other people, maybe during the course of your pet project or something. So, but yeah, that's the idea.
Aside from the sponsorship, I still hope and pray that we'll continue working together. The fact is, I just love what I'm seeing. If you notice, ever since I got involved with the sponsor or the CEO, it has been amazing. In fact, she communicates well. In fact, I don't want to go out of her sight because she's just an amazing person. So I just want to tell you, thank you for hosting this at Triple M Continental Hotel, and I'll assure you, you guys are not going to regret it. So thank you. Yeah.
Okay, it's actually Miss Africa Golden. I used to beat people that turn it the other way around. It's Miss Africa and then the Golden. So what sets us apart, like I said, is not just about there is something very unique that I decided to bring on this event. And I decided it because I want to be able to project ourselves, even though that um, it's something that the international license director didn't just want, and then some of the people but I see the brilliance in it is the fact that Miss Africa Golden Queen. Okay, saying it right now, I'm sure when I put it up in the group, the young women may not understand what I'm saying. Okay, you win a mark crown and you still go further. Yes, because Miss Africa Golden 2022 went further into to compete in the Miss Universe. So, and what that sent to me is the Miss Africa Golden Crown is not enough, because as far as I know, after the Miss Universe, she's not going for another competition. Even though she didn't make top 40, she wouldn't go for another competition. So it means that the gratification for her is to compete in a more, welcome, my darling, is for her to compete in a more established brand that has white skin. You know, she wants to compete with Miss Peru, Miss Philippines. I mean, you can bear me witness that we love it when we're competing in such. So I decided to tell myself that since my girls, no matter how much, or since mothers' girls, no matter how much I tell them, okay, Miss Africa Golden Crown is enough. As soon as you get Miss Africa Golden Crown, you're good to go. They still want to, stand beside the white woman. I said, okay, fine. What I'm going to do is for every mark queen, for every queen that emerges, I know that there are well-established organizations that started before us, and for placements for countries where they are, where their governments are supporting them, all right, they are able to do better, as it were, for now, even though we're taking over, you know. I'm going to put these girls, I'm going to put the winner side by side these girls. But then when she goes as the Mac Queen, she's going to be different because she's going to go with her natural hair. She'll wake up in the morning, they'll see her wearing her cowries. They'll see her dressed in her African regalia. She's not going to go there and wear a white woman's clothing. She's not going to go there and, she's going to go there and she's going to project culture, speak cultural language, teach them their culture. They see her and there's something new. Every white girl is, looking forward to see Miss South Africa, Miss Austria, Miss Tanzania, Miss Rwanda, Miss Namibia that is on her way, or Miss Nigeria, all right, and all whatnot. So that is it. So for this queen who eventually wins, this is what the brand is looking forward to. So Mag in Miss Africa Golden International is unique for its core values. The fact that we are core on Africa. We are not, we want to do luxury, we want to embrace the westernization agenda. We want to do West, we appreciate it, but we're also going core grassroots and core culture and being the best at it.
I mean, I've been here already Sorry, being here already says a lot about how much we have come and how far we're willing to go together as, sponsors. And of course, at the end of the day, it's about brand affiliations and how we are able to work together in sync. As you can already see, we are projected on the screen, so it goes a long way to tell you that the brand awareness is there, and it's something that we share. So at the end of the day, what we're looking to do going forward from here is to, at every point in time, promote cryptocurrency, and as we do that, we do it through Miss African Golden representative, as whether the queen or whoever is going to be crowned the winner or the first runner up, as the case may be. So, but the truth is, I do not think that any of them seated here are going to leave here without having the basic knowledge of cryptocurrency. Because I mean, they're still in camp, and we're definitely still going to come around to have a session with them. Yeah, so yeah, that's a start for us. Yeah.
Me too. Interesting. When I was speaking to the sponsor, she said one thing that probably caught me. She said during the interviews, they'll be mentioning the name of the hotel. I said, okay, oh wow. The fact is, we are new, right? We're not even 1 year into service. And bringing this kind of event here, it speaks a lot. It speaks volume, you know. Just like I said earlier, we would love to keep working together. Yes. So thank you, Mrs. Sponsor or Miss Sponsor. So anyone, anyway, I just want to thank you for bringing this here. Really appreciate it, and I'm sure you're not going to regret it. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a panel of judges. There's going to be the panel, the jury, who are going to do the ultimate selection. Even while we are with them in camp, we are. For me, it's when I see. I'll tell you that when you see a queen, well, for me, I look out for humility. I look out for humility. I look out for somebody who can work with the brand. I look out for somebody who would say, this is how we want to work this year, and then the person is willing to work with us that way. So for me, humility, it's a core factor, even though that we don't marry the Miss Africa Golden on your, like I say, beauty, as it were, because for us, we want to promote a cause. So while every other thing is also going to play, but majorly for me as a CEO, we like to work with girls who are malleable, girls who are kind. There's a difference between a model and a queen. A queen is always smiling, is always reaching out, humble. She's known for her humility, and all whatnot. So while we're with the girls and watching them, for me, and then for the brand, and for this, of course, the judges who are going to be having interviews with them, there's this thing about having a sense of pride. You can't hide it. Even though we know that we are human beings and we're born with ego, to an extent, but for your ability to suppress it makes you a queen. So that is very important. And then someone also who is willing to promote, also is willing to promote culture, who doesn't want to do white, who's willing to wear cowries, do us show that you're an African person. So already we're seeing them coming from their various, we're seeing the ones who are taking the key elements, very, important, which is their Africanness. This is very important for us, yes.
Somebody you can never say no to. Because she knows her onions, and there is not a thing she puts her mind to do that she's not going to do it. And if you allow her say one thing, you're just going to jump on board. So she's already a good motivator. So, but beyond that, we believe in the cause. Promoting African originality, culture, and tourism is something that we cannot begin to overemphasize on the need for that to happen, because from the opening speech she made it clear that these days a lot of us want to look like Rihanna, whatnot. So it's important that we promote African originality in terms of culture, color, and all of that. So we believe in what she's doing, and as far as I said earlier, when the wheels falls on, we're still going to put it back on and continue riding.
We pray a lot in Africa. So, see, I tell people I'm a spiritual entrepreneur and I don't joke about it. And as a queen, you have to understand that It's not about the money. Okay. From the history, I have my 2018 queen here. That's as far back as 7 years ago. Here, that's Tamara. Please, a round of applause for her. She made her way here. These are the people that started Mag the brand. She was one of the queens that emerged. We have our queens, the trail of queens, even though it has not been a smooth ride. But I can give you to it that every Mag queen scales heights. As soon as the crown comes on their head, it's another story altogether. Because I have an understanding that when the Mag crown comes on your head, it's a light. Even if I wake up and I don't like you anymore, I can't stop the light. So it makes me, I am very, very careful. I'm very, very particular about, but then it's not like all of the time we get it, we get it, we get it. But sometimes we miss it. And when we miss it, I know we have missed it. But coronation, as it were, brings a certain light on your head, as it were, and then you move with it. So that's why I say we pray. It's culture based. We pray for the queen by giving her, and then this year, because we wanted to give out 3 crowns, but we're not, we're giving just 1 golden crown because our finalists are 6. So if we have to give crowns to 3, that means we'll have to give everybody crowns, and we don't have 6 crowns. So we're deciding that we're going to be giving just 1 crown for the winner. Okay, so, and as soon as that crown comes on your head, from our 2018 queen, I have their stories, to 2019, to 2020, to 2021 queen, 2022 queen, 2023 queen. They are queens and reigning with much more light than they reigned before they came to Mag, and all whatnot. So for us, basically, the major prize, which I own, maybe I have to say it, I also founded because I know that when I started Mag, the ultimate dream was to own, an international pageant that would have the white skin compete, of which we had successfully our first edition, live edition in Indonesia. And before we had that first live edition, we had an online edition, and an Indonesian emerged. And I had a Mad Queen and I had a Super Global Queen, and I was able to understand how the white girl and the black girl, the white girl is coming for the crown. You may have every other thing to give for her, but to give to her, but what she's interested in, and then some black girls also who are more exposed, they are more interested in that crown. So let me get the crown, let me get the title. For them, it is worth $10 billion. That is what they want to get. As soon as they get it, any other thing you add to them, oh, thank you, you find them still investing whatever you're giving to them back into the system. So I think black girls should, emulate this. And while we are also looking towards investing and getting back, we should know that the ultimate prize for any pageantry you're going for is that crown, and how to use that crown to create something for yourself and for your community. Thank you. To the girls or to the sponsors now? To the girls.
First of all, we have to believe in the African system. A matter of fact, I just learned something new today. Africanness. I think I like the word Africanness. Yes, so I think that at every point in time, everywhere you find yourself, you need to learn to promote and embrace your uniqueness, right? So, I mean, one of the most common thing that we're talking about here is the uniqueness of Africa as as a people. So it is very important that we continue to project that voice. So whoever is watching or listening to the sound of my voice, it is very important that you pay attention and look inward, understand what makes you unique as a person, and how you are able to project that uniqueness to the bigger world, starting from Africa. Yeah, thank you.
Is that absolutely no brand thrives without sponsorship. Okay? Because we need money to do everything. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that money answereth all things. So, and pageantry is a luxury brand. If you do less than luxury, your brand wouldn't thrive. So the key point is to promote culture, but we need the money to make this brand enticing. Because culture has been pushed to a place where it's no longer enticing. It's been demonized. What we stand for has been has been battered, it's been beaten, it's been downtrodden. So for us to we have to be, I told mother that we have to be the biggest, most luxurious, with the biggest stage, biggest everything. So we need money. We need sponsors. We need the sons and daughters of Africa to support what we do. So sponsorship is very important. It's key. After God is money. Yes, because that's basically the only thing that is dragging God's position. So we need money. That's money.
What we do usually year in, year out is that when we come for unveils like this, right, we usually would, you know, engage the ladies, talk to them, and tell them the things we're looking at, our expectations. Do you understand? I personally would have to take time out this year to do that. So there is something that Miss African Golden is very good at. It is standard of operations. There's quality in the way that Miss African Golden carries out. This is like a constant thing. It's year in, year out. But this time around, I noticed that the girls are very relaxed. Nobody's looking like Omar must win by all means. Do you know what? Do you know what Omar means? So for some of you that are not Nigerians, okay, so like when you are like I must win, come what may, I must win. The truth is you have to put in that energy. Do you understand? If everybody is telling you that it's going to be smooth, it's going to be easy, then they are lying to you. Nigeria is a place where you have to fight for what you want and you have to go all out. A good example of this product of a product of this organization is, look at her there, she's drinking water. Do you understand? She's drinking water and she's here, she's looking really, really good, and you can tell that whoever you can tell that the product of Miss African Golden is not just going to be. She's not a motivational speaker as well. She was saying, yeah, because I mean, she was saying some things, and I'm like, is this Tamara? Do you understand? Do you understand? So I'm going to personally look out for the best from each and every one of you. And usually, what we do is we promise, but we're not going to be promising right now. We're just going to come in. Sometimes we can sneak into your camp meetings, your camp trainings, and all of that to see if you guys are actually here for joke, for play, or for business. Yeah. You feel me? But whatever you're doing, ensure that you are a winner. Ensure that you came here to win, and you're going to be making Mama proud. Mama is Mama, yeah, you know Mama. So you're going to make your Mama proud. I am personally, like I said, I will come in, I will come to check who is doing better than the other person, So, but put in your best, ensure that you are out here to win. So one more thing I have to say is this: put this at the back of your mind. If you have to take it to the bank, take it to the bank. At the boss FS will believe that the way you do anything is the way you do everything.
Talking about transparency, the truth is that everything in life is opaque. You can't see through it all, as it were. And queenship for me is a call. Just like I have an understanding that I will hold the 100th edition of Miss Africa Golden, and while I'm long gone, the generations coming will continue with it. It's something that I know. So for us as a brand, it's based on principles, that we understand that these are the things and these are the factors that we need to see. So beyond every other thing that is playing in camp and on the stage, there is an understanding which would play at the end of the day. So all the score points we're going to be giving the judges, maybe before the judges even take the papers, we maybe already know who is going to be the winner. So, but it doesn't mean that it's not transparent. It only means that this is a different kind of brand where there is an understanding of core aspects, of core things that we're looking out for in the queen. Yeah.
From the ambience, I believe they are already enjoying themselves. You had a wonderful breakfast this morning, yeah? How was it? I love what I'm hearing, especially from you, eh? It's okay. Well, we expect more and we're going to offer more. So you will see what we have. Don't worry. Okay?
The most challenging part, I would say, is showing my Africanness whilst being outside of the continent. Within Europe, it's very hard. They're putting laws in place to suppress people. And it's very difficult to connect with others that are like you, and also being a minority. Here, I can easily go to Abeokuta. I can say my LGA. I'm from the LGA, Ijebu-Ode and Abeokuta South, but in Austria, it's been hard to showcase that and to say hi, hello, or ekara, ekasa. It's very difficult to do that. And but being here finally is very easy to do that. Today we had sessions in teaching each other Yoruba, which was very, really cool. Back home, we're just saying Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, but here I get to be myself, so it's been easier now being here since yesterday.
Ekaro. Ekaro Apo. Oh my God, you started again. Okay, good day. Thank you for the question. Winning this title is not just about wearing a crown. It's about breaking down barriers and breaches of understanding. I advocate for a world where every person, regardless of their ability, is heard, seen, and valued. My mission is to turn that vision into reality. And Africa Golden, I'm ready to lead the way. Together we can make history. Yes.
Where I see myself. Oh, I see myself very far in different. I don't even know where to start. Well, by the first thing I'm here, I'm in Nigeria. That is, I've already started. So just the 4 years to come, I think I'll be very far. I don't even where I can press myself. It's just that I'm seeing myself everywhere, but more especially in the African continent, because that's where I have to first start before I go to other continents, Asia or European. But in 5 years to come, I see myself as a Rwandan, independent, beautifully everywhere, intelligent, courageous, like everything all combined, and smart.
And for me, I'm here today because I want to use the title to make my project be hard. Like I have a project called Safe Space Initiative. It's all about protecting kids, like to make a safe space for every kid around the world. So for me, it's not just a title; it's a platform to make us being heard and do something for a community that will make everyone be seen.
I saw it on social media. I saw it for a few years now, and just finding the time to do it and to join, and of course because of work and my studies, I wasn't able to do it, and then I was strongly encouraged to do it and to partake, and the push from friends and family is what really helped me. My heart was already like 50% in, and then my friends and family.
Message. So I believe so much in authenticity, right? Knowing who you are and doing you, and not try to copy people, right? How you speak, how you dress. As far as you have the conviction that I'm dark skinned, I walk this way, I speak this way. I think that's what matters, right? Because at some points, I mean, we're all exhausted and tired having to see same thing, same old, right? I mean, variety is the spice of life.
Aside from winning, I hope to learn more about other countries. And this morning during breakfast, we spoke about different marital rights, and it taught me a lot, like hearing from her experience, from South Africa's experience and Rwanda's experience as well, about the different rights for marriage and things like that. Like I already know from the Nigerian or from the Yoruba experience about having the kola nut and things like that, and the price that is put on, and just how that affects women around the continent. That was really, really interesting. And I hope for the rest of the week, I'm going to learn more about the continent.
So if you bring your personality,
you're an extrovert, you're an introvert. I mean, however you are, Yoruba, Igbo, South African, East African, that's what it is. Don't try to be someone else. Just try to um, discover who you are and what you want to do. That way, you find what the world needs that you have, and you'll be able to give it. Until you know who you are, then you'll be able to know what you can offer, and you give it back to the society. Don't try to copy whoever. I mean, yes, it's good to have role models, people you look up to, yeah, but it's very nice if you are yourself. Be true to who you are. I mean, be always be sincere, be authentic, be original. That's what matters. Yes, that's what I should tell you guys.
Now there. Okay, the first thing is that I'm very blessed to have my friends and family back there in Rwanda. That when I started this thing, nobody knew. Nobody. The first time because the first time I contested in Rwanda Global Top Model, nobody knew. Like, what? No, we only knew for few things. You're already here. I said, yeah. You can't just wait for things to come for you. You just have to go for it. Okay? Even if you fail, but you go for it because you don't know where your blessings are. So, and here, I have a lot of Nigerians, so they encourage me to come here. You know, and I thank God to CEO Sefra to have brought it here in Nigeria because I was praying very hard to come to this side. To come to this side. Yeah.
Well, representing, I'm a Tanzanian, born and raised, just been outside for work and all that. But my country, it's such a beautiful land. I believe all the Africa countries are. But I can say, talking about my country, Tanzania is such a beautiful land, full of culture, diversity. So me being here, getting to learn from my fellow contestants, like Rwandan culture, South African, Austrian, I get to learn a lot, and it helps me with knowing where I come from and knowing about Africa at large. So carrying the pride of Tanzania, carrying the pride of Africa is what makes me so proud.
I don't think there is any difference though. Yeah, because yeah. First of all, we are Africans. She and me and her were from the East African. Or for her, maybe was, but there is not much of a difference though, and we look alike. We do look alike. We do look alike. Apart from when if you have to speak different languages, but like me and her, you would see that we are siblings.
I believe in myself. You know, when you believe in yourself that you are beautiful, you are smart, then it helps you be confident. You know, when you stand, you just stand with your shoulders high, knowing that what you're going to speak or what you're going to do, to make everyone listen, I think it makes us who we are and, yeah, confident.
No one. Um, oh wow. Personal achievements. Me.
For me, saying that this edition, it's not like the other editions have not had, beautiful projections. But for me, I feel like this particular one, I am stress free. I don't have stress. I got no struggles, no pressure. I'm just relaxed in the room, and I wake up and I'm out of the room. But the other, by the time I calculate 18 packs of food, like I mean, rice and chicken in this hotel is like 35,000 naira. It's not a joke. Imagine buying it for 18, 22 contestants. They'll wake up in the morning, they'll look. So this is so. do, you, do you understand? This particular edition is so like stress free for me. I got, people. The economy is bad, but at the same time, we're not feeling it because a lot of people are supporting us. All right, a lot of people are supporting us. A lot of people are going out of their way to make sure that the girls are. The plans that I have are massive. Okay. For us, it's Afro Global, and we are thinking of where we can position the brand so that we can truly be called Afro Global. You know, if I tell a white girl I'm doing an event in Tanzania, and if I tell a black girl I'm doing an event in Tanzania, buy your flight ticket and come to Tanzania or Nigeria. If I tell a white girl this event is going to be in Dubai, Jesus, a black girl, So we know we're looking at, strong tourist destinations because beyond their coming to celebrate culture, a lot of us are enjoying the tourist experience, that comes from it. So even if I don't win, let me go and celebrate. Let me go and enjoy, a new country that I've not been to. Let me see new things. So that's why it's not just the projection of the black originality. Then the tourism is also part of it. So we're looking, at planting Miss Africa Golden International, a country where we want the whole world to want to come to. Do you understand? That is something that I've tried to do. I see myself coming back to Nigeria. I've tried to take it. I see myself coming back to Nigeria. I try to take it. I carry go Tanzania. They slap us. We'll come back Nigeria. I went to Kenya. We've just been in South Africa. We've just been trying to see how we can, but we're safe. So, but by God's grace, I think we maybe didn't really, have the manpower, as it were, because the truth is, your dream is your dream. And for you to put your dream in another man's hand and it grows means that that person is a kindred spirit. But it's very difficult for you to leave your dream in another man's hand. It will die. Guinea has been faithful from the inception of Miss Africa Golden up until now. But then she stepped away and then she gave her team, the whole stuff to plan. And then at the end of the day, they couldn't raise flight tickets for the queen to come. Because I told her, Sarah, it is what it is. You can't leave your dream for another person. They will kill it. And all that. So all of the time, if I have to take Miss Africa Golden out of Nigeria again, I have to go and station myself there, build the sponsorship, the hotel, the everything that I need to do, to be able to. And I have to say something again, which I say what is in my mind. I don't give, I don't give a put whose ox is gored, okay, as it were. Now, we had our sister brand, Miss Supra Global, because I don't know who may be listening. We had it in Indonesia, and I wasn't there. And the reason why I wasn't there is because Nigeria is banned from Indonesia, and we didn't know on time. So if I have to travel to Indonesia, the host has to apply for me, and the government has to, allow me come. And it takes close to 4 to 6 months, and we didn't know, and I was just trying to apply a month too. So now I wasn't there present, but I had an European vice president who was there and made sure that from the beginning of the show to the end of the show, everything went smoothly. We got the queens and everything was smooth. But most times it's difficult for you to tell, a fellow black person, this is the vision, do it this way. And then the person comes through, they'll be like, nah, my fellow black man, I won't help the. I feel like it's not like because I'm not there. It's because certain people are not willing to push this thing and they're not willing to exert themselves. So it's the black man, most times they are not so willing to exert themselves for the fellow. As I'm talking, I'm also, talking to myself. So that is it. That is the plan. So to push us to a place where we can have more people have 50 girls, 80 girls, 100 girls, like the Miss Universe and, the Miss World of today, celebrating culture and calling themselves Africans. Thank you. Okay, the first surprise is that the first time Miss Africa Golden is having justice delegates. That's the first surprise. Yes. Yes, it used to be so many people, and then at the end of the day. But the surprise again is that, justice delegates, and this is like the best edition that we're having. As in more, we haven't seen anything. The sponsors are ready to unleash a lot of surprises for the girls. All right. And again, for this year, we are, like I said earlier, taking our queen to, another where we want her to, all right, project us. So the page will be following other pageant blogs. By God's grace, will be following the queen in the very place that we're going to put her on. Yes, so that is a major surprise.
What should the audience be expecting on December 1st, right?
Yes, please. Every time mother wants to give birth, the truth is, I see this brand for what it is, and I know that I am sure that this brand will be seen for what it is, And for me, I want to majorly invest in media, as it were, moving forward for this organization. Now I'm talking about media where people would see, not like what we were doing here right now. So on the 1st of December, mother is going to be giving birth to the 7th golden woman. She's royalty, decked in the gold of Ophir, rising from the sands of time, known from time immemorial, a goddess in her form. That is who she is, embodying the spirit of Africa and having something to push and project all of the time in whichever industry that she is called for. A purposeful woman. Do you understand? Someone who has resilience, somebody who embodies the spirit of Queen Idia, a warrior woman who is known in Africa. As a matter of fact, the artwork of the Queen Idia is, they say, after the what is it called, of the Egyptian, then you have the Queen Idia. The Great Benin Kingdom is one of the biggest kingdom that came out of Africa, and one woman that made the Great Benin Kingdom known is the Queen Idia. You're all going to learn about the Queen Idia, which is what this brand embodies. So you'll be doing an act on the Queen Idia. So for every queen that we produce, we see her as embodying the Queen Idia, goes for it, gets it. So we're going to be seeing a resilient girl, we're going to be seeing a resilient woman, we're going to be seeing somebody embodying the Queen of Idia, and we're going to be seeing the 7th golden woman emanate. I mean, that's the reason we're all gathered here, for just one person. Yep.